Welcome to CNTV. I'm Brad Claunch.
And I'm Quin Tran.
Whitney Anderson is the 2024 Dynamic Chickasaw Woman of the Year, an award that recognizes the honoree's outstanding contributions.
Her contributions impact all of Oklahoma. The Chickasaw citizen is a leader in the fight against human trafficking.
And we honor Whitney Anderson today.
For this work to be acknowledged by my tribe, my family, my home, it meant the world to me.
Honored as the 2024 Chickasaw Nation Dynamic Woman of the Year, Whitney Anderson is the executive director of the Dragonfly Home.
The Dragonfly Home offers wraparound services and support to meet every single need of human trafficking victim survivors. We've helped thousands of people through the Dragonfly Home. Most of those people were trafficked here in Oklahoma for sex or for labor.
Human trafficking became a troubling topic for Whitney while doing her graduate studies several years ago.
I had learned about trafficking when I was doing my master's in business, and I was researching supply chain transparency. And I had found out about how we outsource labor to different countries, and that can look like labor trafficking. And to me, that's modern day slavery. When I learned about that in my business studies, I couldn't look away from it. I just knew that I was meant to do something about it. And at the same time, if I'm being honest, it felt very daunting.
She wasn't alone. It soon became a calling.
The Lord guided every single part of the journey and did a mission trip in Africa and worked with survivors from all over the world. And there I saw women who had survived literal hell, but in this safe place, they had found joy again. There was laughter and joy and peace and hope.
Whitney took what she learned and in 2016 started Dragonfly Home in Oklahoma City.
The three co-founders, we all knew each other, and we had done some work in anti-human trafficking victim advocacy. Here in Oklahoma, we have a lot of vulnerabilities that people will exploit. And that can look like poverty, food insecurity, homelessness, mental health issues, substance use issues. So we have all of this going on, and then we also have the dangers of the internet. And traffickers have begun to use this, to leverage this for their business of selling humans. The Dragonfly Home walks alongside victim survivors of human trafficking on their path to freedom and restoration, and that looks different for every single person. That can look like emergency relocation, providing safety planning. That can look like longer-term care with people needing housing assistance, trauma-focused therapy, medical care, and then it can also be helping to plan moving forward in their futures and reach their goals, getting their degrees, gaining employment. We offer this specialized support and care. And at the end of the day, we collaborate with agencies who also provide support, who have those same values of helping people and meeting people where they are. I believe that my faith in Jesus guides me to want to help people, want to help hurting people. We're called to do that. We're called to meet people with love and not judgment and not shame. And I feel like this is the place where we're able to do that.
She has a team of counselors and support staff to help those in need. It's a journey to restore hope, symbolized by the dragonfly in the organization's name.
And we were thinking of traits that reminded us of survivors that we had worked with in the past. And that was strength and resilience, and what we wanted for them, or what we saw was possible for them after having been trafficked, after having been really captive. And that was freedom. There is no denying that the work we do is pretty dark, and it's very hard work. We see literally the worst of humanity. We see people who survive the worst. But we couldn't be in this work for very long if we didn't also see miracles happening every single day.
So for like a family of three.
Whitney travels the country to train and educate law enforcement officers, medical providers, child welfare professionals to recognize and rescue victims of human trafficking. Trauma is something she knows firsthand.
I have survived domestic and sexual violence, and I know what it is to need services, to need support and care, and to be met with compassion. And so that is absolutely a part of why I do what I do. My goal in life is to make a meaningful impact in the world, to break generational trauma, to help hurting people. This award meant so much to me because it's important for my daughter to see a strong woman. I want my daughter to be raised up in this beautiful culture, to be surrounded by strong women who are making an impact. And that's what this is. That's what this award is about.
She's a young woman and a mother making a difference. Whitney has also been recognized by other organizations, including the Journal Records 50 Making a Difference.
Recently, she was appointed to the Oklahoma State Attorney General's Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Advisory Board. The Chickasaw Nation is accepting nominations for the 2025 Dynamic Woman of the Year Award. January 26th is the deadline for nominations. Chickasaw women ages 35 and older are eligible for the award. Current tribal officials and employees are ineligible. For full details, visit the Chickasaw Nation's website or call the number on your screen. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation recently honored this team with the Chickasaw Nation Emergency Management. They were recognized with the Red Feather Award for their help in an investigation. Chickasaw Nation Emergency Management assisted in the search for murder victim 17-year-old Faith Lindsay, a Chickasaw citizen. The search involved drones, a cadaver dog, and manpower across Garvin, Pontotoc, and Seminole counties. OSBI officials say the tribe's help led to a successful investigation and prosecution of the case.
Impactful for our team to be acknowledged. I know what they do day in and day out, but to have that third-party validation from another agency as prestigious as OSBI with their long history and Lighthorse being involved, and for them to acknowledge our team members and our efforts and the support of Governor Anatobi and Lieutenant Governor has just been priceless.
In an upcoming episode of CNTV, we'll spend more time with the Chickasaw Nation Emergency Management to see the diverse work they do to serve the community.
An award-winning play written by Chickasaw citizen Laura Shamus was set to take the stage this month in Burbank, California, just outside of Los Angeles. But with the massive fires in the LA area, the play Four Women in Red has been postponed. Laura Shamus says she was evacuated January 7th as flames began ravaging parts of Los Angeles. She and her husband are safe, but their neighborhood is still in the danger zone. Four Women in Red was set to run from mid-January through February at the Victory Theater Center in Burbank. The play tells the story of four First American women in search of their missing loved ones. We'll share more on the play once the new show dates are posted.
Quinn and I have enjoyed bringing you this episode of CNTV.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here next time.